what happened this morning. I was owned by stress. Stress owned me. And I realized that and I caught it like within seconds. So I woke up this morning a little overwhelmed and feeling stressed because we have a huge event coming up tomorrow, the summit, do the work. So I'm excited about that. But that's not really what the stress where it came from. It came from the little things. It came from AZ being all over the place and messy, and I having to pick up after him and the kids and so on and so forth. So I'd come to realize that, wow, these little things are owning me right now. They're taking all my energy. So how is this going to happen if I want to be all over the place all at once, right? And I realized, well, I can't. I can't do it all. Stress started to own me, start taking over. Then I look over my phone, I have texts, I have phone calls, I have emails. It's just coming at me left and right. I remember back in the days, I used to just shut down. I used to just be like, I can't handle this. I used to just shut down. I'm like, so everything would fall apart. And then weeks later, I would ask myself, how did I get to this point? Because I allowed stress to get to me, the little things. So I come into the studio, I'm already going off on Dallas and AZs and just having this attitude, and it's coming out of nowhere. It's just coming out of because stress was owning me. And as I'm talking and as I walk away and go back in the house, I'm realizing, wait, why am I worried about the little things that I already have so much help with already? So why am I allowing all this stress to come at me? So I sat down for a moment and I took a deep breath and I realized, okay, what is important today that needs to get done? And what are the things that are just really not necessary? One of them was, well, going at AZ, stressing out about the things he was not doing. How about Carla focusing on the things that she's not doing? And I realized, I'm like, I'm not a wife, I'm not a mom, I'm a business owner. And I have shit to do. And it's definitely not yelling at AZ because he's not picking up his shoes or because the kids are not cleaning up after themselves. I got to keep going. So I found myself in this space of like that mindset, mom mode, wife mode. And I flipped it quick. I never used to do that before. I stayed in that spot and time would go by, 3, 4 o'clock would come around. I'm like, I didn't do shit other than play the mommy and the wife role. And shit's not getting done. So I dropped everything. And I appreciated AZ more. And I appreciated myself more. I have to get shit done. So the business went, my mindset, business mode. Let's get this going. So I'm making this live video because it may seem so silly to some, but in reality, that's life. It is stressful. And when you're a mom and a wife and trying to run a business, a couple of them actually, not just one, and trying to be in all places and all at once, it can get a bit crazy and overwhelming that we tend to lose ourselves. And then we lose sight of what is actually important. And it's not doing laundry. It's not staying in an office. It's getting out there and hustling it. So that's where I found myself this morning. So tomorrow we have a huge summit that I'm very excited about that I'm going to speak at. And that's what's most important right now. Not the little things that matter, that don't matter. So anyway, another thing that crossed my mind is I'm married and I love AZ. And if I'm just waking up and yapping around, just yapping and yelling at him, I'm not appreciating him. So then all of a sudden we switch to this business mindset that we have to discuss a lot that's going on tomorrow. We lose focus on that because we're already in this argument, in this state of mind in the marriage. So to bring that into the business, him and I don't see eye to eye. And what's sad is I would be the one that starts all this that's from the beginning and not realizing where our argument came all the way towards the end. And it's like, well, Carla, you've been shit since this morning. And you're trying to talk to me in business. Like, how are we going to communicate? And it's hard working with a spouse. It really is. It's very challenging. But it's amazing when we start to point the things that we are doing wrong and being honest with them. And I started a huge argument this morning for no reason. No reason behind it, just because I was pissed. Which does no good in my marriage. And a couple hours after that I had to talk business. So going back to stress owning me. I don't feel like that any longer. for a very long time. It takes me minutes to get over it, sometimes even seconds. When I have set appointments or missed appointments or late appointments, I don't allow people to steal me from that. It's like if I cancel, if I reschedule, it's fine. I don't allow stress to own me. And I posted something with one of our Do the Work Shakers of the day, how stress does own you. And I was drinking it because I wanted that post was a point. It was whole reason behind that post. When you have this anxiety, this just anxious and stress and schedules and always feeling like you have to be there for everyone, you are allowing them to own you. You're being owned by others. Every time you're stressed about something of not being present for someone else or late to an appointment or not there for a client, shit happens. You're being owned by others. That stress is rising. So a very long time, that's what I stressed out about. I was always late. I was never on time. But I started to realize you don't know the world I come from. So if I reschedule on you 5 fucking times, you might want to find for somebody else. Might want to go look somewhere else. Or if I have to, I don't know, if I'm made late to a doctor's appointment, don't tell me and discuss your policies. Just charge me. I don't want to hear your bullshit story. You're running a business, run it like an owner. You know, it's funny, I used to have somebody wash my car for years. And I had to reschedule here and there. He stressed me out when I was either late or didn't show up. And then he writes me a whole personal note about he didn't charge me late fees all the 2 years I was his client. What the fuck is that? Why do you bring your personal into me? I don't give a shit. Charge me. It's your damn fault for not charging me. It's not my fault. But you're not going to stress me out as your client. I got shit to do. Because in my world, I got companies I got to run. I got things to do. I don't mind the late charges, the late fees. But don't throw me a sorry-ass personal story. You weren't doing me any favors, and you weren't doing your company any favors. You're the owner, not me. So that's just very small, something very small. But imagine the big things when you're running a company. Getting sidetracked by shit that might go wrong. They're owning you. Every time you stress out on the little things in business, they're owning you. And you're being sidetracked by bullshit instead of just keep going. And that's how I run the business. And I had to make this video. And, you know, it's funny because when I'm live, I just came on live. I'm like, stress owns me. Doesn't own me anymore. I don't know where I'm going with this. Just made it. Because I wasn't going to allow thousands who are watching me stress me out. Am I going to make sense? Am I not? I just got to go live on this shit. Because I have all kinds of feelings right now about stress. But I know one thing. It's not owning me. I don't allow other people to own me. And I sure as hell don't allow distractions to own me. I continue going. Yesterday I was having a meeting with someone and they were questioning me about my business and telling me, well, you know, what's going on? What are we doing? Do the work, Empire.Vision, like what's going on? I don't need to explain. Just watch. Just follow. It says it all. But when you get questioned about your company and you start to talk, or you get questioned in a negative way, and you start to talk, it's all this energy you're giving out. You're being stressed out on your own answers. When you already know the shit that needs to be done, you already know the shit that's going on. But if you want to have a conversation with someone, that's great. But don't let it stress you out. Because a lot of times we speak of our own company and when we're talking, that energy, that stress, you're only answering the questions you already know. And those answers, when they're coming out, are stressing you out to a complete stranger that doesn't know what's going on. My response is just keep following. Keep listening. You'll know where all this is going. I know where all this is going. And the answers to your questions, I have them answered. But I don't need to stress myself out by discussing them with you. Plain and simple. These are the little things. The little small things that tap into your stress and are distractions on the things that you need to do. Don't let stress own you. Don't. It's a trigger. They're distractions on what you need to do. So where I'm going with this video, the fuck I know. I know this much. I'm not stressed out. It's raw, it's real, it's me. It's my life every day. And I worry about the smallest things, the biggest things. It's different. Because within seconds I realize, oh, wait, I got shit to do, and I ain't gonna let stuff like this distract me. If you find yourself in that place and not knowing what's going on, why you can't grow your business, or why you can't get out of that state of mind of grandchildren, children, husbands, this, that, everything stressing you out, write down what is really important, what really matters, what doesn't, what's going to get you ahead on where you need to be. But if you find yourself in that place and you just can't get out of there, go to dothework.com and contact me. Fill out the application so we can get to know each other. I'm fucking blowing up, and it's awesome. Thank you for the amazing support. And those applications bring tears to my eyes because I've been in that place before, been stuck in that place before. Want to get to know me? Fill out the application. Go to dothework.com. I have a couple of spots left. I'm running a 12-week program. And I previously took on a couple of women, 6 women, 7 women, 10 women, and the program's just blowing up. I'm opening it up for more. It's amazing. So again, if you find yourself in that space, contact me. Talk to you soon. Bye.